Yo, what's up, guys? It's been a while. Yeah, sorry, this is. Yeah, we're recording audio for a video again after, what, a couple months? Or maybe a month. I lost track of time. So, yeah, I just. Couple. Like, a week ago, I got a new mic. Well, new headset and mic, so finally able to do audio again. So, that video I did of drawing or coloring my OC, I it was alright, but kind of annoyed that I couldn't talk in it because I didn't have a proper headset. But yeah, I'm happy to be able to talk again in one of these videos. So with all that out of the way, today well, this is episode 4 of redesigning Marvel characters, and this time is Moonknight. And I'm thinking about it. Let me know if you would like to see this, but I'm thinking of splitting this up into 3 parts, doing a costume for each of the personalities. But I'm thinking of going a different route. Instead of it being 3 different personalities, it would be 3 different people that all got Conchu's Conchu Con Conchu's abilities. His name's super hard to pronounce. But yeah, so for episode 1, I'm drawing Marc Spector, and some design notes I have are I'm going I decided to go with a Plague Doctor aesthetic with, well, Marc Spector has the Plague Doctor one, but I'm thinking of going like a bird style mask for everybody if I do all 3. And that's because I was thinking that Conchu is he his design is like that mummified mummified bird, or he has like the bird skull for a head. Sorry if you heard that. That was, yeah, I don't know what that beep was. I'm sorry. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So since he has a like a bird face aesthetic, I was thinking I'd go for like give giving. Sorry, can't talk. Giving all the costumes bird like aesthetics. So like first for Marc Spector here, I'm doing like Plague Doctor mask, and then I don't know about the other 2, but I'm thinking maybe for one of them doing like the guy from My Hero Overhaul, that kind of like where his face is visible, but he's just got like the beak on. The beak on. That sounded weird, so I felt like I need to repeat it. So yeah, so I'm doing the arm right now, which I decided to go for like the kind of Plague Doctor outfit, and then it cuts off at like where the elbow begins, and from there it's just like bandaging around the wrists. Well, from the forearm to the wrist. And then now I'm drawing my weapon, which I still need to get better at drawing weapons. For his weapon, I decided to give him a gun that also can turn it, that can split off and turn into a knife, or he can keep both of them together, kind of like Ezra from Star Wars Rebels. How he has like the lightsaber pistol, something like that, but instead a realistic gun with a knife attached to it. Even though I'm not alright, so now even though I'm not on it right now, the cape, I decided to go with a Batman style cape because Batman's got a sweet cape design, so I thought it would translate well for Moonknight. Yeah, so doing the cape, and then give him baggy pants because that's just one of my favorite things is the if a character has a baggy pants design. Sorry, I keep hearing the cat meow. So yeah, now I'm drawing his boots. Whenever I draw boots, I realize I just draw Dragon Ball style boots, where it's just like where it's just like you know what I mean. Like it's got like that design up front, or it has kind of like Trunks' boots, where it has like that silhouette shape where like the flap to open the boot is. Yeah, so I should probably learn how to draw different shoes. So yeah, just now I'm typing. Okay, this long pause where I didn't type out his name. It was because I genuinely had to look up the name of him, which is just funny. It's just funny. I think there's gonna be like a few pauses in here where I'm like, and that's because I was looking up. Well, not looking up, but I was listening to music while doing this, so there's me pausing, trying to find, trying to find music tracks to listen to. So yeah, now I've started doing this. I think I explained this in I the Iron Man video, where I started just doing what the main color of the costume looks like, and I just do the whole thing that, and then just get rid of all the excess coloring that I do. So yeah, like you see, I'm erasing it there, but once this erasing part is over, I get rid of all the excess coloring that I didn't do or that I don't need. See, I've started doing this, and it's been super like that's something I'd recommend you do as an artist. Like, just start with a base color for your character design, because then that way you just like color it in, erase it, and then you just have the base color. And then what I do is I'll go in and color over that layer. And for Moonknight, it's super easy because Moonknight's whole aesthetic is, well, it's usually black and white. Sorry, beeping again, if you can even hear that. So yeah, Moonknight, I understand that he has some black elements to his costume now, but like early Moonknight from like the early comics, he was just like all white. And then I think he had like a splash of yellow from the utility belt. But yeah, I just decided to go the black and white aesthetic on him. So yeah, see, this is what I was talking about a second ago, just erasing the excess coloring because it makes it so much easier to go in and color in later. Because to I didn't have to go in and color him individually, like trying to stay within the lines. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, getting that done, and there we go. Now we're starting the coloring. So starting off the goggles, and yeah, so the goggles I went with the gray for the lenses, and then a darker brown, and then a lighter brown for his like the attachment line, and then for this like part of his like jaw on the costume, I decided to put black there for just for a little color contrast. And now we're doing the gray, like wherever there's metallic. So that's just gonna be on the buttons on his costume, the knife, and the gun. You'll probably see it later. I realized later as I was doing the where I do like the texturing detail where I kind of like add colors and blend the colors together. I realized I missed the spot on the metallic line, like where I was turning or making everything metal. So I go back to that. So yeah, now I'm coloring because I wanted to give him like fingerless, like a fingerless type. Yeah, like look, see, I missed the boots. All right, so now this is what I do now. So yeah, just oh no, wait, no, my bad. This is opacity, or not opacity, but the lighting. Like, so I'll mix it up sometimes. I'll either do the color blending together, and then add the lighting or shadow, or I'll do the shadow lighting and then the blended coloring. But I'm more likely than not to do that. Yep, like I just showed right there, I missed some spots that I'm gonna make metallic. So yeah, just shading the face. I'm kind of impressed with how I did the mask design, because like I find it hard to draw like a bird. It's like drawing a bird's face from the front angle, where it's like the beak is pointing downward as the eyes look. So I was honestly impressed that I was able to do that. So now we're shading that part, and then shading the under lip where the buttons are, and then obviously underneath the cape. Yeah, yeah. Watching it back now, I realize I color, I kind of color goofy, like the way I color. All right, so yeah, just finishing off the shading on the cape. I believe after the shading on the cape, I went in and then did what you're about to see. Yeah, just finish that up. Nope, nope. Look at me, I was the one who drew this and I don't even know what I did. So yeah, just shading everywhere where there's like an overlap in coloring. Was that? No, that wasn't where I missed. So yeah, shading in the folds of the clothes, like where you'd expect to see shadow on the folds. Yeah, like that, see? There we go. And then right there, a little bit of that. And then getting that one, that big fold on the arm there. Now back to shading that. Then I believe I go in and yeah, I do like massive shadows there, which I don't know if that would make sense. Like I said, I'm still new to digital drawing and like actually shadowing and lighting on my drawings. So yeah, I'm just thinking about where shadows would be, in my opinion, and then putting them there. So then, yeah, now we got the. My goodness, this beeping's driving me crazy. So yeah, just shading everywhere where it would be like a deep crevice. Yeah, so just shading that, and then shading the buttons, just to give the buttons a little bit of shadow. Yeah, so doing that. Then second row of buttons. Yeah, it's just I'm probably not the best at commentary, but I feel like I can't really like write a script out. Like I feel like just talking naturally, even if it just comes out as blabbering. For some people, I just like talking like this. So yeah, see now I'm shading the bandages, just where like the fold on the bandage would be. It's like yeah, just shade that. So one arm, and then we're doing the second arm. Now just I guess trigger warning. There is gonna be a I do end up adding because I thought the drawing, not that it was like, I thought it was clean, like, and usually Moonknight's like a dirty type brawler, like he just goes toe to toe. So you'll see what I add later. All right, so now this is what I was talking about. I do this, so like this is how I like do blending. So I'll add a dark color, and then I'll add a lighter shade of the base color. So go darker and lighter. So you go like that. See, like boom, and then that, then add darker, lighter, and then I will blend it like this, just so it kind of it looks a little messy, but that's kind of the point. Like metal's supposed to have like this kind of, in my opinion, metal has like a sloppy texture. Well, not really sloppy, but more like shiny. All right, so yeah, this is what I was talking about. Decided to add a teensy bit of evidence, like he was in a big bar fight, or not bar fight, but he was fighting criminals. Then blending it into the skin tone, just so it looks like it's a little bit after. So yeah, now we're, and then I'll do this bigger light, like make, add a lighter color, and then add a darker color, and then just blend that to give it texture. Is what I'm really doing. It's just giving it texture. So yeah, now we're on the darker part of the darker metal on the gun. Just gonna shade that in there, or not shade it, but add the darkness and then the light, and then blending it all so it looks nice. And then me checking everywhere, trying to find the goggles layer. So yeah, so that, just darkness there, and then just simple shading. So yeah, here I was deciding what to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to shade his. Oh no, that was just boot texture. Oh no, no, forget that. So then now I was, you're gonna see me test several brushes to see how. I was thinking of adding like kind of similar to his knuckle, but trying to add it on to the fist, which I finally got it, as you can see. I was thinking like, how overboard should I go? But it's like, just see what we can do. So yeah, just adding this, which I might use this in more drawings. I kind of like the water brush. I forget what brush I used, like the paintbrush texture. So yeah, there's that. All right, guys, and that is the drawing right there. So again, let me know if you want to see a part 2 and part 3 to this, where I do the other two personalities of Moonknight. So yeah, just leave that in the comment section, and yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video, and peace out.